right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there. It was gift day yesterday.
Yes.
Oh,
Look at that.
My God, look at that. Dave got himself some Golden Girls buttons. Look at you.
Who's that? You know who that is?
That's Betty
that?
White.
What was her character in the Golden Girls? She's not Betty White there. She's
I have no idea.
Rose Nyland. Come on.
Dude.
Hot to trot, sexy.
I'm not almost 50 drag
Come
queen.
on.
I have no idea what the Golden Girls names were.
Can't even. Just when I thought there was yet another thing we couldn't agree less on. What do you want to get into? You brought it up off air.
Let's just start off by saying this. I come over yesterday to TV 13 to do my monthly Positively Muskegon report. Give Dave his gift, which, by the way, show me another Golden Girls button.
No,
that's the same one.
This is the only one I brought in. This is the only one I brought in. That's the only one. See?
Wow.
That's the Rose.
All right.
I also
So anyway,
got, of course. Yeah.
On my way back, there's some construction right there along about Nunica on that bridge, right? Okay. Which is, by the way, is done because I had to go into Jenison yesterday evening, and that construction on the westbound is finished.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm coming along, and construction 2 miles ahead, merge right. Okay.
Which you don't do. You don't
Why
merge
does the sign say
right
merge
away.
right?
Sign says merge right. You merge right at the construction zone. You don't do it 2 miles before you get to the construction zone, because what does that do? That creates longer backups because people who are behind you are already starting. Oh my God, what the hell? We don't even have construction for 3 miles. What's going on? You wait, you stay in your lane, whatever lane you're in, whether you're in your right lane or the left lane, you stay in your lane all the way up to the construction zone. Then you do what is known as the zipper merge.
Okay.
Every other car goes through. It makes it easier, lessens congestion. It's not hard.
Okay. Well, I contend that when that thing says lane closes in 2 miles, merge right, because the left lane is closed.
Merge right then.
Huh?
Is the lane closed right there? Is the lane closed yet?
Dude, let me explain my side of it before you have your daily aneurysm over nothing. And let me explain how this works to make things easier for everybody. Okay? Lane closed ahead 2 miles. Ooh, I've got 2 miles to get into the other lane where things aren't closed. That gives me a little time to look around, find a safe spot to merge over, get into the traffic lane where things aren't going to be complicated, and then we can move safely through the construction zone. No. Dinks like you apparently think it's a great idea to rush right up to the construction zone when everybody else has already done their merge into the other lane and wait, giving everybody else the finger because they're pissed off because the people that did their duty and merged over are not letting them in. Okay.
Here's the problem.
Here's where the brainiac comes into play. I don't care what the rules say. I don't care what the law says. I don't care what the implication is of a zipper merge or whatever the hell it is. All right, here's the other thing, especially on the freeway. There's a thing that is an unspoken rule that you do the pace of what the freeway is doing. Mm-hmm. So if you're driving 35 on the highway and everybody else is doing 70, you're the problem. Okay.
Right.
Same thing with the zipper merge. If you're the 5 cars, they're going to come up to this quote-unquote zipper merge and then wait till the last second to try and plow your way in to where everybody else in the 100 cars is already done their duty to get into the lane that's not closed. You're the problem. You're the problem.
No. The 5 cars are right. Everybody else is wrong. And here is why. And this is what drove me nuts on Facebook, because of that attitude, I don't care what this says. I don't care what the research says. I don't care that this has been tried and tested and has been proven to lessen congestion and make things easier for people in construction zones. That doesn't mean there's not going to be slowdowns. Doesn't mean there's not going to be backups. It means this alleviates some of the congestion and is the best way to go about merging. Stay in your lane. Whether you're in your right lane or the left lane, you don't go over 2 miles before the construction starts because it creates more backups. The people who actually go all the way up to the construction zone in the left-hand lane, they're in the right. they're doing it correctly. Everybody else bitching and sobbing and going, that's not fair. You're cutting. That's not fair. You're juvenile and you're idiots. The other thing, those of you who decide, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to police this myself. I'm going to straddle the line and make sure nobody gets behind me. And I'm going to create even more backups and more slowdowns just because I want to be a dick. No, you're not helping anybody. You're not. In fact, if you're doing that, you should have your license taken away. And I'm glad that the fine folks in Muskegon were pulling truckers over for doing just that.
Okay.
Because that is moronically stupid and it's dangerous.
Let's go back to research. Let's go back to your research and your let's lean on research for a minute, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna put you into a totally different realm and explain research to you for a minute. We just got a research project back that says Stairway to Heaven is the best rock song of all time.
This is not the same thing.
Let's play that every hour on the hour.
It's not the same thing.
It is the same.
This is not the same thing at all. Oh. This has been tried and tested in bigger cities than Muskegon and Grand Rapids, where there's a lot more congestion and a lot more construction and a lot more backups. It works. It's the best way. People just aren't used to doing it. The problem is not everybody does it. People just do it. We're fine. But no, people are jackasses. People are dumb. People are whiny, crying. That's not fair. You're cutting like you're 4. Or this is recess. It's dumb. Knock it off. Just do the zipper merge. It's easy. It's not difficult.
Final point from my side of things.
Congestion.
Let's pretend that everybody in a car has a vote. Okay? You've got everybody in the right lane 2 miles ago. They're voting, saying that we just cast our vote, saying this is how we're going to get through this traffic thing. And you got the 4 cars waiting to push their way in right at the cone. Majority rules.
No, you know what that's called? That's called the tyranny of the majority. It's also why we have an electoral college to prevent dumb things like that, which is a total nother thing. So, hey, that's
something other than news story. You're drunk.
Let's go. That's a good way. That's a great segue into, of course, the top story. Democratic debates. 10 Democrats took the stage last night. Of course, this is the JV round. We got Elizabeth Warren. She talked about abolishing private health care for Medicare for all. You know, some people are in favor of that. Beto O'Rourke, or Beto, or who cares what his name is. He spoke Spanish for some reason. Cory Booker gave him the side eye. Julian Castro, or is it Julian Castro? I don't know. He was polling at near 0%. He got his name out there, though. Was pretty popular with the crowd in-house. A Gulf War vet, Tulsi Gabbard, corrected Tim Ryan on who actually attacked us on 9/11. It was Al-Qaeda. Spoiler alert. And nobody said a word about Joe Biden. So winner of the debate, Joe Biden, because nobody talked about him. Before you guys can beat Trump, hey, that's great. You know, everybody's in, he wants to drown immigrants bandwagon or whatever. That's fine. It's fine to hate him. It's fine to think he's dangerous and not a good president. You know, I didn't vote for him. I don't care. But I know this about competition. Before you can beat the president, you've got to beat the guy who's leading in your own party, and that's Joe Biden. And for you not to talk about him at all is dumb. But by and large, Biden won the debate, even though he didn't participate. Everybody had their moments, though. Warren was solid. Booker, Castro, Gabbard, Klobuchar, they all had their little time in the spotlight. But the big events tonight, you got Biden, you got Bernie Sanders, you got Kamala Harris, got Andrew Yang, you got Buttigieg, you got a lot of heavyweights. So tonight's the night you want to tune in for the
all right,
the real game. The real game is tonight.
Yeah.
I know you'll be tuned in. You're DVRing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I assume. West Michigan School. I'm interested to get your take on this. West Michigan School is banning cell phones starting this fall. Forest Hill students will be required to keep phones in their lockers. Administrators are citing an increase in depression and anxiety associated with cell phone use. Parents are on board. Teachers are on board with this. Administrators, they want people talking during that. Like, they can't even use them during lunch hours. It's an across the board ban, and I think this is going to help. And I don't care about the anxiety. I don't care about I care about the verbal skills. Kids don't know how to talk. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to do anything because you're glued to your phone. It's great. It's going to encourage relationship building. I think this is fantastic.
I agree.
What say Andrew?
I'm totally on board. Every school should ban cell phones all day.
All right. Really? That's not a sarcastic.
Dude, I got a wife and a daughter that are teachers. You think that's not the first thing I hear every day?
All right. Hey, look at us. Look at us coming together. Way to go.
She walks in the door, door opening sound. Right? Clunk, clunk. Mm-hmm. I took away 7 cell phones today. Leave them in your locker. Save me the heart attack daily,
Finally, congratulations to the Muskegon Lumberjacks. Jacks were named the United Hockey League's Organization of the Year. Muskegon set records for wins and points. The Jacks also finished 5th in attendance, drawing nearly 90,000 to LC Walker Arena. I know we put a cap on
Where'd they finish in attendance?
Season. They were in the top 5.
Wow.
Out of 17 teams. So that's very good. And I know you were a big part of this all season long. At the Walker, kind of put a little bow on it.
18 seasons. And honestly, I don't know why it took this long. This was a great year, a lot of improvements and things like that. But the level that we've run the Lumberjacks at, I don't know why the recognition took as long as it took from the league. But even the teams, you'd be sitting in the tunnel, and the other teams would go, "Man, we wish we had this at our place." So
it feels like an event when you're at it. It's it's a mid-sized town, but it feels like an event when you're there. It's a cool atmosphere. I highly recommend people who haven't checked it out to check it out.
Well, thank you, Dave.
It's a lot of fun.
And I highly recommend people in traffic get their ass in the other lane.
No. Zipper merge. I've spoken. I'm the expert.
You know nothing.
Sports. Vandy beats up on Michigan. They win the College World Series. It's okay, Wolverines. Nobody cared. Nobody cared that you were there, and nobody cared that you lost.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They care.
Tigers fall to Texas 4-1. Cubs lose. The ATL knocks off the Cubbies 5-3. That's sports. Are we off tomorrow?
No, Monday will be off.
Monday will be off. So you're gonna need to rest from that. But we'll be at it.
We'll be here tomorrow.
Full force tomorrow. Okay.
Ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Thanks
again for the gift.
You're going to do what I say when it comes to zipper merging, right? You're going to get in your lane, and you're going to mind your own P's and Q's. You don't need to because you drive a battle axe.
That's the other thing. I drive a slow car. I'm the one you think, you think I'd be pissed about people speeding by. No, I don't. Because this isn't grade school, jackasses. Jesus.
Dave,
see ya.
Dude. Go with traffic flow. I know what I'm talking about.
No.
I'm way smarter than you. Trust me.
God.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.